Hi.
Welcome to Real. Firstly, it's an absolute honour to meet both. If you're having a fan of your work, a fan of your son, and seeing yourself as an inspirational woman, it's just absolute honour to meet you. So
Thank you.
Get that out of the way first. So firstly, let's get involved. One thing that sticks out is it's not so much about your son, the rapper. It's about your son, Christopher Wallace. And as a fan, you're watching this and you're learning things about him that perhaps I know I didn't know. I mean, how important was that for you? Was that the basis of it for you to do?
Well, for me, it was. I wanted to tell the story about this man. I knew he was my son, always will be. I love him dearly. I see the impact he had on the world. So if bad was going to come out about him, it needs to be told. Everyone needs to draw from that. If you want to hate him and not doing his music because he was such a awful person, that's, you know, everyone has free will. It's up to you. But I honestly felt that we can all learn from it, you know, because this young man, he was kind. He was very, very giving. He left a great legacy, and whatever talent he had, he made the best of it, and he shared it. So I'm not going to look back. I need to look forward, because if I do look back, I think I'm going to have a lot of resentment for my son, and I can't afford to do that. So I have to learn from that.
Definitely. So why now, and why Mr. George here?
Why now? Because I felt that it needs to be told. There are so many things about Christopher, and I believe he has a worldwide audience. And I needed somebody to look at this project, accept it, respect it, and deliver it as it is. And that's how George came in.
So what was the most challenging thing in making sure that you nailed this? You did, without a shadow of a doubt, but what did you find the most challenging aspect?
I think the most challenging was really getting the behavior and making what's on the page become fully real. And with Christopher Wallace, I think there was a lot of things that you want to present to an audience that makes you feel like you're watching that guy right now in front of you. You know, from all the behavior, you know, physical things that he did, the rapping cadence that he rapped, the storytelling, the way he dealt with all his relationships with all his women. There were so many different sides. He was very complex individual, but a very charming and very person that you would fall in love with. So how do you get all those dynamics and make it feel real? That was the hardest thing. And I thought Jamal did a great job to capture him.
The cast was spot on. Absolutely spot on. Every single one, you looked at them all and you were like, just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So there was quite a few moments that obviously get you, and I think probably the one that will get everybody is at the end when you're bringing him back home to Brooklyn. I mean, how was that to film, and how was that for you to see that again? Because it's a magical moment. You know?
For me, it was, I remember the first time, the dress that Angela wore, I wore that dress at the funeral. So when I heard that it would fit Angela and that was her size and she would be honored to wear it, the first time I saw her in that dress, she walked by and the tears were just flowing. So that was the moment.
That was the moment. So let's wrap it up. I have to ask you both, which is your favourite Biggie tune?
For me, I have more than one. I love One More Chance, because to me it tells just the word one more chance. Everyone deserves, you know, that chance. But there's one song that he wrote dedicated to his friend, Miss You. That's also one of my favorites.
Yeah, one of my favorites, completely different style, is definitely Warning. I really like Warning. Reason why I like Warning is because it shows Christopher as a storyteller, as a technician, as a verbal technician. Not till years later that I realized that he's rapping both verses, you know. He's doing the guy on the phone, he's doing himself. He did that later with Give Me the Loot also. But I think the whole thing with listening to country music and being a storyteller, Warning is a song that's was the first songs he always played in this concert when he came out on stage. He always, you know, the guys be on stage, be like, Biggie, where you at? Where you at? He'd be backstage. He'd come out stage. There go Warning. I think that shows him as an artist, and that's one of my favorite songs that he did.
Awesome. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.